It's the look on the kiddies' faces, isn't it? That's what does it for me.
That look. Yeah, that look. Lasts about 2 seconds. As soon as they're finished unwrapping, they want the next present. They want the next cool thing. That's how this world works. And kids, what kids have become, they're just like little junkies. They're little shits. They just demand. They don't believe. They just want, crave, consume. Maybe this is my last year. The last Christmas.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
This is Cheapseat Reviews.
Hello, and thank you for listening to Cheapseat Reviews, the podcast that explores the Hollywood film industry for the greater good.
The greater good.
This is episode 461. 461. I am your host, Sean Allred, and tonight we're talking about Violent Night. Violent Night. I think this is probably the first kind of violent Christmas movie we've ever done.
I think this started a trend, honestly, because now there's Silent Night, which is a new violent Christmas movie.
This has been a thing for a long time. This type of film has been going on a lot longer than I had realized.
And then the Apocalypse was kind of a violent.
No, that's
Christmas
true. You're right.
movie.
That was a violent movie. You're right. Well, I guess so is never mind.
Home Alone.
Well, you're right.
It's kind of violent. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but these like hard R ones, these actually have been around for a little while. Like the Krampus has been around for a little while, and this is the thing. But
But this feels like the first mainstream type thing, though. I know Krampus was a movie, but you didn't have, the guy from Stranger Things or
John Leguizamo.
And or John Leguizamo in something like this.
Yeah, and you didn't have Universal Studios wasn't doing those movies. I mean, this is a pretty good sized budget with a good cast and a good studio. So that's it. Well, like I said, I am Sean Allred, and joining me tonight is Andrew Cole up the anus Jimison.
Yeah. You helped me find my hose. Sorry. No, that opening clip that you played was actually recorded. That wasn't from the movie. That was recorded from the teacher's lounge.
At the end of the fall semester.
At the end of the fall semester. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Just little shits. I probably should capture that out, like solo that out. Just keep that and add it to my shit collection.
There you go.
No. Well, maybe some teachers feel that way. My students are angels, and I love them.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, especially since a couple of them have told you that they listen to this.
No, but that's not why I'm saying it, though. They really are good.
Well, good. That's good.
Okay.
Compared to some of the others that I've taught.
Yeah.
No,
and Sam,
yes,
I kind of hate that the kids' parents got back together because the dad still sucks. Vector.
They all suck. This whole family is horrible except for the daughter. The mother, I guess, is okay, but they're all bad.
Yeah,
they're all just bad. But Sean,
yeah. Oh, please! How am I going to die in this?
No, there's something up in the attic. I need you to go check out for me.
Okay, no problem.
So just climb these stairs.
Absolutely, no problem. I loved it so much. I loved it.
Yes. And when he pulled himself off of it,
yeah, it was all. His death was probably the worst by far because he suffered for a bit.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Oh, I was laughing out loud. I was laughing. Oh, and like the kids just joy at the amount because so I was reading something from the director. Right? Okay, I'm gonna read this real quick because we're here. In a 2022 interview, Tommy Wirkola
Excuse me.
spoke about
Ricola.
yeah, you need one about referencing Home Alone. Quote, obviously, when I was a kid, I loved Home Alone. But as you get older, you think they would die if you did those things to them. So that was basically the approach to this scene. All right, let's just do the traps very similar to Home Alone, and let's just see what it does to a human being. And I think that's what makes it so funny as well, is that the little girl, she doesn't realize that she's hurting him. She just thinks
Right.
she's doing the movie like, this is super fun and this is fun and games.
Yeah.
Like she's all laughing, whatever. I mean, like the guy on downstairs got wrecked.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh man. So yeah, that scene. All right. So Violent Night. My gosh, guys, it's been a minute since I've laughed this much at a movie. I mean, it's probably since we did Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Have I laughed out loud while watching a movie? And I know Across the Spider-Verse did have some fun moments, but like I wasn't like belly laughing like a bowl full of jelly.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No, that's a really great movie. It's a great movie, but probably not since. And Jingle All the Way only had a few chuckle moments. There was no like laugh. Like the kids laughed, but not for me.
Oh god, that was horrible.
Dungeons and Dragons had a good, had some good laughing moments, but that scene in particular, I was dying. Oh my god, I was dying. All right, let's do this movie. Let's do it. Andrew, what is Violent Night?
When a group of mercenaries attack at the estate of a wealthy family, Santa Claus must step in to save the day and Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that he really saves Christmas. I think the little girl and actually maybe the family saves Christmas.
Yeah.
I'd agree
about it.
That's true. So I'm curious because when I heard this movie had come out, right, Violent Night, and I knew some people had seen it last year, and we were going to try to do it for the show last year, but it wasn't streaming at the time, and so we just didn't get a chance to do it. I did not realize that David Harbour is playing the Santa.
Really?
I for some reason thought he was playing a Santa. He was just
like a mall Santa.
Like a mall Santa, right? Like he got invited to the wrong party, or he was hired to be a Santa, and then he just happens to be ex-Marine or something like that and take care of business. I didn't realize he's magic and is the Santa.
And well, when he was a Viking back in the day, Santa actually fell off of his roof, and then his son said, "Dad, put on the suit."
Put on the suit.
That's a callback.
Yeah, the Santa Claus callback. And that's one thing that's interesting because they don't explain how he goes from Viking warrior to Santa.
No.
Right.
And he even says, like, there's multiple times he's like, I don't know, it's Christmas magic. I don't understand it. It's just,
which I kind of like, because it does leave the mystery, which is perfect for me.
It's kind of like the mystery of your head coming out of Santa Claus' mouth there. I watched as your hair just started to appear out of his mouth, and then all of a sudden your head was there. That was
again, check out our YouTube page or to see what that's. But yeah, we don't need midichlorians all the time. We don't need to know why Santa is a thing. We just, you put your hand in a bag and a present comes out. It's magic. That's all you need to know. The reindeer fly. Why? It's Christmas magic. That's all that matters, right? Like, and I really enjoyed it. I just thought it was really sweet. And the other thing that I really, really liked about this movie, and we're going to get to 5-word reviews and all that stuff, but I just want to get this out of the way because I was rewatching it for, the clips, right? I'm, going back and pulling clips. And there's a couple of clips I got when Santa's been captured. Right, he's tied up with Christmas lights, which of course are on. Why you would do that? I guess just because it's funny. And Leguizamo throws the Santa bag into the fireplace, right? And like the pain on his face, and he says, "No, that's filled with children's hopes and dreams." And like
Right.
he's really upset, like he's just in tears about it. And it's like beginning of the movie, he wants nothing to do with kids, right? He's annoyed by it. Like this is the last Christmas.
Yep.
And like that setup to me told me that he was gonna die in this movie. I 100% believed that he was gonna die. And then as the movie goes on, like it's his faith in humanity and in children because of this girl are like restored. So that when Leguizamo, when he throws the bag in, like he's wrecked by it. And I thought, oh, that's that's really cool. Like it's kind of interesting to have a movie where it's a violent movie about Santa, but he has character growth.
Right?
And
Yeah. There's a story, like there is something more to it.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of
I'm
heart
with you there.
But then there's also, now there's
also a lot of violence.
There's a lot of violence. Pet peeve, and this is something it has nothing to do with this movie. It has something to do with Hollywood. And what was that movie? Ralph Breaks the Internet made a joke about this, right? At the end of the movie, and little Moana's in the back seat, and she's like, "Hey, why are you sad?" They had a scene from the trailer that wasn't in the movie. And
okay, yeah.
There's a scene in the trailer where it shows Santa putting up his man bun. And it's like his way of going into warrior mode, right? Like when Thor is about to go into battle, his beard gets braided and his hair gets done. Like he's going into battle mode. We don't get that moment. He picks up the hammer, and then we get some cool slow-mo shots of him kind of swinging it around. But in the trailer, it shows him doing the hair like he's getting ready for battle. And I was kind of annoyed that that's not in the movie. Like, why do that? I hate it when movies do that. It drives me crazy. Anyway, there's just a little movie pet peeve. Like biggest one I can think of. Biggest one, right? Rogue One. The scene when
the whole story changed from what we were told.
Yeah, well, they did a lot of reshoots, but like when Jen is walking down the catwalk and then the TIE fighter shows up.
Yeah.
And like
which looked awesome.
Yeah, and the director said that was never supposed to be in the trailer. We just did that for an effects, like just to do an effects rendering. But somebody put it in a trailer because it looks awesome.
Yeah.
And so when it didn't happen in the movie, we were all like, wait a minute. Like our brains were annoyed. So anyway, that's my pet peeve. All right. Time for 5-word reviews. What you got, Sam?
All right. I've just got one tonight. And that is A Frosty Feast of Fatal Festivities.
Oh, wow. say that again. Do that again. That was great.
A Frosty Feast of Fatal Festivities.
That's great. I like that.
Yeah. I enjoyed this thing. It's been a fairly difficult week here at the Vector House again, and I needed a good laugh. And I can't believe I laughed so much at this movie. I should not have. It was horrible in terms of what you see on the screen, but in a good way, right? It reminded me a lot of Tucker and Dale versus Evil, in that kind of jokey kind of violence, to everybody. I thought,
especially in the deaths.
Yeah, I thought Harbor did a great job as Santa Claus, and I actually the first, I think we heard it in the intro here, when he's flying over the barkeep and then pukes on her. Yep. I almost fell out. It was so gross. But no, I thought it was a lot of fun. I do have one critique that I would have liked to have seen. I think the movie runs a little too long. I think there's just a few too many long scenes that could have been cut for clarity and a bit of time. Not that I didn't like it, but there was some times where I felt like it could be more of a comedy than it was trying to be a drama. So that was kind of my only real critique. Other Oh no, wait, no, that was the Reacher show I was watching. No, that's totally that's not this movie.
Okay.
Everything's running together in my mind lately.
Yeah.
I was going to complain about how cinder blocks didn't look real, but this is not that movie. So, when he gets the sledgehammer,
They didn't
out,
look heavy in this one.
There were cinder blocks in this, though.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It wasn't like the Reacher show.
Okay.
As bad as the Reacher show, but because they were on a construction site and they're fighting, and since I know that kind of stuff, it kind of makes me mad when you see. Yeah. But when the sledgehammer comes out and he goes off in that barn, I was sold hook and nail. I mean, and this is way into the movie, of course, but I had fun with that. Yes, he had literal plot armor. You knew something was probably going to happen to him, but the way he was fighting, I just liked how it was shown, and I liked the different. I swear there was at least 30 different types of deaths in this movie. Yeah. That we could probably list out. Yeah, you just didn't get bored. It wasn't just smash, smash, smash. It was very, very different. The throwing star.
Oh yeah,
that cracked me up. And it looked so good. It looked, whoever did the prosthetics or whatever, that was perfect. It was so good. But is this something I'm going to show my kids? Absolutely not.
No.
Kimberly and I almost went to see this in the theaters last year, but didn't get around to it. And I don't think she would have liked it. After all,
she had to cover her face like the tree topper star to the eye socket. Not handle that.
Yeah, but no, I had a really, for what it was made to do. It was made to give us some laughs and show us some things that we haven't seen before. And you guys all know that's my big thing with movies. Give me something I haven't seen. And seeing Santa with a sledgehammer was certainly something fun to watch. So yeah, I enjoyed it, guys.
Yeah, I did. So I'm looking at this director, right? The guy who I tried to pronounce earlier.
Yeah.
So he did something in 2007 called Kill Buljo, the movie. Buljo? I don't know. There's Buljo.
Okay.
All right. And it is let's see, when a likable hillbilly sees his fiancée, friends, and family ruthlessly gunned down at his engagement party, he becomes determined to get revenge as soon as he wakes up from his coma. Huh. And it looks like it says hillbilly, but it's not in English. So this looks like Ukraine or something. But it's
weird. Okay.
But the poster
hillbillies are all over the world.
Yeah, but the poster, and it looks like it's also in black and white, and the poster is 100% a ripoff of Kill Bill, right?
Oh, nice.
So he does this, which I kind of want to see. Then he does Dead Snow, right? The horror flick, the Nazi horror thing. A ski vacation.
I don't remember that one.
Oh yeah, ski vacation turns horrific for a group of medical students as they find themselves confronted by unimaginable menace Nazi zombies. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's been on our list actually for a little while to do. Just I keep pushing it because it looks fun and dumb. And then he does Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters.
Oh, I think I've seen that one.
Which we have seen. And it's
he did that?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
And then Dead Snow 2, Red versus Dead. And then something called What Happened to Monday. And then his last 2021, he did something called The Trip. Dysfunctional couple head to a remote cabin to reconnect, but each has intentions to kill each other before they can carry out their plans. Unexpected visitors arrive and they are faced a greater danger. So he has a lot of those kinds of movies.
Interesting.
Yeah, and most of these are not people that are, English. So then he does this.
Yeah.
So it's a little, this is kind of his first. Well,
big one
was a big.
Yeah, the Hansel and Gretel was.
Yeah, it was a big budget with American film, but all of his movies are rated like in the 6s, which is interesting. They're all like this movie's a 6.7. Which I think might be a little low personally, but I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Andrew, what's your 5-word?
Well, I have a couple. Die Hard meets Home Alone meets Bad Santa.
Okay.
And then A Christmas Movie for Adults.
Okay, yeah.
And this one I stole from someone else because I was looking through, but there was one that said Seasons Beatings. And I think that sums up this movie very well. I got to be honest. I went into this movie. Well, okay. First of all, I was a little confused because I think there was a movie 2 or 3 years ago that had something with Santa where he was.
It's like Bad Santa or something, wasn't
it? No, it was like well, I don't know what it was called, but it was a couple of years ago. Maybe pandemic time, like right in that time.
What was it about?
I have no clue, but it was I think it was a horror movie with Santa. And so I thought that's what this was.
Okay.
But I don't think so. I think this is not what what I had thought it was. Because I would not consider this a horror movie.
No.
So let's see.
This is action comedy, really.
Yeah.
Christmas action comedy.
Yeah, you got Christmas Evil, Santa Slayer, Krampus, Red Snow.
Krampus? I want to say it was even called Santa or something about Santa. I don't remember. But anyway, this though, I went into it
Night, Deadly Night,
not wanting to watch it. I because honestly, as you've now known, we had to postpone this for a couple of days, and I had the last day of school for the semester, then my son's birthday the next day, and there was just so much going on this week, and I was like, I just don't know if I have time to do this, and so I didn't honestly get a chance to watch it until today, and I am glad that I did. Because this movie, it is now on my favorite holiday list.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like Home Alone for adults. Like
it is. Yeah, that's how I heard it was described last.
Yeah.
When I almost went to it last year. But no, you're right.
Yeah. I do love the fact that it has heart, like we talked about earlier. The only thing that really kind of bothered me, there was one scene where John Leguizamo comes out of the panic room, which first of all, I don't know how he got in the panic room. So that kind of bothered me a little because usually a panic room, you think of it like, is there another exit? I don't know.
Well, the only thing I can think of to that is having seen the movie all the way through, because that was a question I asked also, is because we find out later that all of her security forces are on the take. True. Maybe they gave him the code to go in. So like when he first goes there, that's what he does. He knows eventually she's going to go to the panic room, so he goes in there first.
Yeah. And then the thing that really kind of made me raise an eyebrow happened immediately after he comes out of the panic room. The security guards say, "Get him," which is stupid. And they get shot and they get hurt, and the family just stands there. There's no other security guards around them. The family just stands there. They don't try to run away like Gertrude, Beverly D'Angelo's character.
Yeah,
just stands there and watches it happen. And the whole time I'm thinking, just run, like
go somewhere.
Make a run for it. But I don't know. Other than that one little scene, I really like the movie. I do agree with Sam that it's a little long. Because it does get not exhausting, because I wasn't bored, but it gets to the point where you're like, okay, we don't need all this to tell the same story.
Yeah.
We can tell the story. Was
too much of the Knives Out family is awful stuff.
Yes. Anytime the family was on screen, I didn't want them there. I could care less.
And I almost added, when I said Die Hard meets Home Alone meets Bad Santa, I was going to add meets Knives Out, because there is some of that family dynamic of, we're a wealthy family and we're just out for money, and
we're horrible people.
We're horrible people.
But
yeah. The dad and the mom characters, I don't know whether or not I like them, because the dad he did something pretty crappy. And just because they almost died, I don't know that that's I don't know. I don't feel like that's the reason that they would get back together.
I didn't feel like he earned that moment.
Yeah.
Because like if he were to say, I want to get away from my mom, because he's trying to do that. Like, I want to get away from my mom. I'm done with the money and all that stuff. So then have him be the good guy. Then, like when the money is missing, then, make another reason for it to be missing. But the fact that he was stealing it, and he's like, oh, I was going to steal it so that we could get away and do our own thing. And it's like, no, you're still just trying to get the money.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just bypassing your mom. So I don't know. So that actor played Vicious in the live action version of Cowboy Bebop.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime I see him do what?
Alex Hassel.
Sure. So anytime I see him on camera, I just assume he's a bad guy.
Mm.
I just like, oh, he's a bad guy, because in that show he's a really bad guy.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay. So as soon as he was on as the dad, I'm like, oh, he's in on it. I just assumed he was in on it the whole time. And then when they tortured him, I was like, well, okay, I guess he's not in on it. But I was still, and then when he finally reveals that, and to your point, Andrew, that like, so yes, the bad guys are kind of bad at being bad guys. And I also wrote down the security guards suck, because you're right. Like John Leguizamo comes out looking like a badass. And he goes, and that one security guard's like, "Oh, hey, just you take him. You guys both have guns. There's a reason why you have guns, is to keep a distance. This is a thing I've argued about all the time."
Even when they're in the barn, I'm like, golly, just riddle that thing. Go in a blazing.
That's what I expect them to do when they have the barn surrounded and they know that he's in there. Just light up the barn. Now, in movies, the hero just lays flat and he's fine, right? You just lay flat, because no one ever shoots down. They just shoot straight, because they assume that you're just going to stand there and get shot. So, but that was expected. Empty the, and then you go in to go look for the guy, and then you could still have the scene. But the bad guys were real dumb in this movie, which I didn't really care.
I think they were supposed to be, right. They were caricatures. Several of them were caricatures, but they were fodder for Santa.
Yeah. All right.
I really wanted. Sorry, one more thing. I really wanted, when Beverly D'Angelo came out and you hear her on the phone, I thought she was going to have something to do with it.
Yeah.
And I thought that she would be in on it. And when we found out that the money's been moved, I really wanted her to just be like, sorry guys, I'm bankrupt. Like, I don't have anything anymore.
Yeah.
This house is all we have left. Something like that, but it didn't happen.
Yeah. And the bad guys still, like, you have a room full of hostages, and the grandmom, like, I still don't understand why they didn't threaten the family sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It felt like I don't know, it was weird. And then the actor dude, who is based off of Mark Wahlberg.
Right.
Especially when he says, if I were on the plane during 9/11, like, because Mark Wahlberg did say that. Now, he later apologized for it, but he did say, because he was supposed to be on that flight.
Yeah.
And then he missed it or something. All right, here's my 5-word review. Santa dies home alone hard.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you now.
I'm just, Santa die, or I wrote dies. Santa die home alone hard.
Interesting.
So I'm basically doing the same thing you did, Andrew.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
Here's the real fun thing, right? You can go through this movie and see where they chose to pick moments from, Home Alone, right? Real easy. Home Alone, the booby trap scene. She literally says, "I'm gonna do booby traps like the movie." Now, of course, David Harbour has no idea. He's like, okay, he doesn't know what that means because he doesn't. He's Santa. He doesn't watch Christmas movies, which is funny. Then you have the generic Die Hard trope, right? One guy versus a bunch of people having to take them out one at a time.
Yeah.
Then you get a little more Die Hardy. Was in Die Hard 2. Die Hard 2, Bruce Willis kills a guy by stabbing him with an icicle. In this movie, there's a guy that gets stabbed with an icicle. Die Hard 2 also has a bunch of commandos that come in halfway through the movie who flip on the heroes. And that exact same. They're even wearing white. It's even during winter. I'm like, that's a direct rip from Die Hard 2. So, I like the only thing that would have been, you could have added would have been like, ho ho ho! Now I have a machine gun. I mean, like even the bad guy is there is a heist, right?
Yep.
It's a heist. So this movie really
he should have fallen from a great height at the end.
Right? Yeah. I see what you mean. Like that's as soon as they were fighting at the end and he hit the chimney, I'm like,
you didn't expect to happen.
No,
what happened?
No, I knew exactly what was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to happen that way.
Oh, I love it.
I knew the chimney was going to be used.
Yeah.
As soon as he hits the chimney, you're like, he's going to get his chimney power back. Now, what I thought was going to happen is he was going to, nose his way up and then like jump down. And,
right.
Get
That's what I thought.
him. I did not expect him to grab him and then like keep it magic with him and get like decapitated. I mean,
he got everything.
I mean, that was a rough way to die too. And because the magic wasn't stopping that scene, man, that was rough. But it's such a satisfying death for the main baddie too.
Yes, and to do it with a little bit of Christmas magic, I thought was hilarious. Right? This was not just a sledgehammer. This was. This was
You're
extra.
Right.
You would not ever see this in any other movie because, no other movie has a Santa power like that.
Exactly. I also was kind of hoping that the reindeer would somehow play.
I thought the reindeer were coming back too. Like I thought they were going to run somebody over. They were going to do something.
Yeah. I kind of did too. I was kind of expecting that, that the reindeer would come back and just like trample, like when he was up against the fireplace and his hand was stabbed and like things were nearing the end. I thought, okay, Mrs. Claus or like somebody is going to come to the rescue.
Well, I'm thinking, and I'm thinking sequel here. The elves are definitely going to come in play later on. Like there's so many different things you could do with this the mythology around Santa. To do that.
Oh, I just remembered. Sorry, I just remembered the movie I was thinking of, Fat Man, with Mel Gibson.
Oh yes,
yep. There you go.
That's what I was thinking of when I was trying to figure out what movie this was originally.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know that. I mean, I know it, but I never saw it.
I haven't either, which is why I thought this is what we were watching.
All right. So 2020's Fat Man, Mel Gibson. A rowdy, unorthodox Santa Claus is fighting to save his declining business. Meanwhile, Billy, a neglected and precious 12-year-old, hires a hitman to kill Santa after receiving a lump of coal in his stocking. Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look fun though. It looks like cold.
Looks more actiony.
Yeah.
Not as
and Mel Gibson looks grumpy.
Well, that's old Mel Gibson.
Yeah. Okay. Any other notes we guys have that we want to talk about? I mean, Mrs. Griswold, good Lord. I was not expecting that.
The potty mouth on her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. I also like the Cookie and Brandy And he said, "Oh, that pairs well." That was funny.
I will say the little girl that played Trudy was phenomenal. I thought she did a really good job. She's a really good actress.
Children actors a lot of times will take me out of the movie because you see them acting. I think she did a great job. Absolutely.
Yeah. I also wrote, as funny as it was to have the plug-in star electrocute him, it would not do that. I mean, Sam, and Andrew, you talked about it yesterday when we were playing. Yeah, you stuck a antenna in a light socket. Like, it's 110. It would hurt, but it would not hit you on fire.
Yeah, you need at least a dryer. You need one of those
220.
big 220. Yeah.
Big 30 amp breaker. Yeah, you're gonna cook, but it was still a funny scene. It made me laugh. Yeah.
Did you guys see the candy cane coming?
Yes.
Where he sharpens it in his mouth. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely waiting for it to happen. Because we've all done that, right? How many times you stab yourself in the tongue doing that to a candy cane?
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Oh, you're not wrong. As soon as he put it in his mouth, we were like, oh, because it's in the poster, right? Isn't it on the poster?
Yeah, he's sucking on the candy cane, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's on the post. It's like as soon as he stuck it in his mouth, okay. Boy, take that out of the context. You knew what was going to happen. And as soon as he pulled that thing out, I looked at Sarah. I said, it's about to get rough. And so she covered her eyes the whole time because she could hear the stabby. And then when he stabbed that guy through the face, she's like, where did he stab him? I was like, through the mouth. She's like, oh my gosh, that's awful. I said, yeah, there's a lot of mouth damage in this movie.
Yeah. I mean, the guy that fell on the attic stairs and his tooth got popped out. That I was like, oh God. Yeah. And I love how the peppermint lady or Candy or whatever her name is, she like gags when she looks at him. She's trying to help him and she's like, you'll be all right.
Yeah. But then doesn't help him, like climbs over him, uses his face as a step, and then climbs over him. And then she's technically the reason why he dies. Because as soon as he pulls that, I guess it was a nail or I couldn't tell if it was a nail or a really long golf tee.
Oh, yeah.
When he takes it and he's looking up at it, as soon as he does that, you're like, oh, there's going to be a bowling ball that's going to come. So when she uses the bowling ball to get leverage to, and it pushes it down the stairs, dunk, you're just laughing. And then her scene, oh my God, right? So she's been beat up by these bowling balls, which would hurt. Then she gets into the glue bit, which again, Home Alone. And when she's like bent backwards. And then when she finally like rips herself forward and she's missing a chunk of hair.
Oh, and it's pulsating too. They did such a good job with the way that
really
looked.
Did.
And then the girl has got the slingshot thing, right? So she shoots like a ball, which doesn't do anything. And the camera never looks at the girl as she's reloading, right? It's looking at the henchman. And then she dodges another ball. And then the next thing, it's a dumbbell.
Right.
And it's like, you watched her load this dumbbell. Why would you let her do that?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It cracked me up so much.
Yep.
Oh man, that scene. So yeah, if you're into violent rated R, movies, if you find a little bit of delight in the horrible deaths
suffering of bad people,
of bad guys,
and you like the holiday spirit, this movie's for you.
Yeah, you want to see Mrs. Griswold shoot somebody in the face? This is your movie.
Yeah, I think if they do a sequel, there needs to, like Sam said, there needs to be elves, but Mrs. Claus also needs to get in the mix here.
Yeah. Who would they cast? Who would be his? Well, who would you cast as Mrs. Claus?
Oh man,
for a movie like this, what I'm saying? It's like it's got to be a woman that's kind of a badass.
Yeah,
Helen Mirren.
I think she might be too old for the part.
Too old? No.
You could do Rachel Weisz because that's who his wife is in Black Widow.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of fun.
But I would want her to be extremely sweet. Like you would expect her to not harm a hair on a person's soul, and then she does.
Yeah.
Like she turns into an assassin or something. It just, that's how it would work.
I also like that David Harbour, they didn't ask him to get fat for the role.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, just be you, because he's a big man, and he had a gut on him, and he had all those tattoos. And here's the funny thing. So this joke only works if you've seen the original Thor movie, but when he picked up the sledgehammer, Sarah said, "Hey, it's Meow Meow." So it's the new Mjolnir. That was pretty funny. You guys ready for a few clips?
Sure.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Got some clips. You mentioned the foul-mouthed grandma. Well, here you go.
Threaten him or bribe him. This isn't rocket science. Same shit we always do. That's what? That's the best you can do?
Excited to see your grandma?
Listen, you cocksucker, it's Christmas, so why don't you take your best offer, gift wrap it, and ram it up your fucking box? Maybe you don't realize who I am.
Oh, grandma. This is entitled "Beat Him." Oh, yes, yeah, beat him. Got it.
Grandma, your Wi-Fi sucks dick. Damn it! When he was small, I begged you to beat him.
That one did make me laugh out loud.
Oh, that kid sucks so much. Oh my god! Like, don't you look at kids like that and just think to yourself, if my kid turns out like that, I'm never going to speak to them. That's all I can think of. Did you hear the Die Hard reference in the movie? Like the actual Die Hard reference?
Yeah.
Here it is.
Did I?
Die Hard on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He's pulling out. He's looking for some kind of weapon, like somebody, baseball bat, a hockey stick, and it's video game. Die Hard on Blu-ray. That was hysterical. That was so funny. All right. This also made me laugh.
Of course I'm gonna help you over it. I'm gonna get you out of there. Take all these bad guys on my naughty list. I'm gonna take a lump of coal, each and every one of them, and shove it straight up
the ass.
Well, I mean, come on, sweetie. We want to keep you on the nice list,
Sorry, can I say butthole then?
I mean, it's borderline.
How about anus?
Technically, yes. Anus is the tech.
Now, David Harbour does something really interesting with his voice. He has two voices in this movie. Like that first part, he's kind of high pitched because he's a little, stressed and whatever. And then his voice drops an octave when he's like, "No, let's keep it on the." You know what I'm saying? Like because you hear Santa, you're kind of used to the ho 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 deep voice. Like even
Right.
Tim Allen, when he's Santa, usually kind of gives with a growl, like ho ho ho. Like there's always that kind of growl. So hearing Santa with kind of just a normal dude, kind of middle of the range voice, and then he drops it, like in this scene, like when he goes into cool Santa voice.
That's right. But who are you?
Weihnachtsmann. Julenitzen. Shondau Lauren. Babbo Natale. Père Noël. Kris Kringle. Jolly old Saint Nick. People call me a lot of things.
I like it when he gets growly like that. People call me a lot of things. I like that.
Okay. Sorry, I got to pause for just a second.
Yeah.
I've got your list of Mrs. Claus actresses.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right. What you got?
Okay. I'm going to do this in reverse order. I'm saving the best for last.
Yeah.
All right. So I've got Uma Thurman.
Okay.
On the list.
Yeah.
I've got Charlize Theron.
Ooh, yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
We're doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have what I would think would be the best one, Lucy Lawless. Xena Warrior Princess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She, for some reason, I see her as being like badass Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
Sorry, I didn't mean to side rail you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. No, I'm okay with that. I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I like it. All right.
Notice I went into my really deep voice to tell you that.
Yeah,
that was very Christmassy.
I like that. I wish I could do that. Just drop it.
Drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, I wish I could do that. I just can't do it like that. We're back to the coal.
He said these guys, they're naughty. And what did you do to the naughty ones?
I give them a lump of coal.
Yeah, give them their limbs. Take that coal and shove it straight up their
anuses.
Yeah!
So this movie has a Popeye moment, and that's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's sore and beaten, and he's talking to her, and then like he drops his wedding band, and it rolls right to the sledge, and then you get this moment of, I mean, like the moon opens up, and like the light hits the sledgehammer, and like this is his Popeye moment, where he realizes, yeah, I'm gonna have to get violent to protect this girl. I'm gonna have to take out these baddies. I really like that. I really do. I got them a little out of order. I think the coal thing was supposed to come before the names. So after the names bit was this.
Now, I know you're an idiot, but don't be an idiot out loud.
I love that so much. I love that so much. Oh my gosh!
Right.
I'm gonna use that at some point. Just
Now, I know you're an idiot, but don't be an idiot out loud.
Yeah. and somehow I can pair. I can now pair that with.
You're an idiot.
So, oh, I love it.
Now, I know you're an idiot, but don't be an idiot out loud.
Yeah, I just think that's hysterical. I love it. Okay, the last part here.
You know, booby traps don't work unless you hide them. You little moron.
All right,
dude, when he falls back on those nails twice,
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It literally took the worst thing from Home Alone and did it like 3 different times.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that she takes her shoes off, right, and he has to walk through the
bulbs,
broken ornaments. That's the word. Yeah. Okay.
And now for some more bad news. Ready?
Here's a game that we get to play and
lose horribly.
Yeah, it's all right. It's called Hey.
Oh, you guys are going to be fine on this.
Oh, that's what Andrew says. I think he said that before, Sam, and I'm pretty sure that we got like half a point right.
Yeah, no, this is Christmas edition. I made it easy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. What you got? Right. I'll go first.
All right, Sean. In the opening scene, Christmas cards are shown at the bar.
Yeah.
One of the cards is signed "Merry Christmas" from who?
I want to say like Daniel. Begins with D. Dang. Danny. Daniel. Danielle.
Sam.
Damn.
It says "Merry Christmas" from Eugene.
No.
Dang it.
It is "Merry Christmas" from Bernie.
Bernie.
Oh,
Bernie.
Geez. I got the B and the D mixed up. I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
All
right, Sam, this is your question.
All right.
Peppermint lady or candy cane.
The female bad guy. Got it.
Yeah. So she's pouring a drink for Alva, who is the sister of Jason, Jacob, whatever his name is. What drink does she say? Here's your blah, blah, blah.
Oh, crap. Here's your Manhattan.
It's not a Manhattan.
Not a Manhattan.
John.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember. Your Appletini.
You would think it would be something like that, but she says, "Here's your rosé."
Rose.
Rosé.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay, Sean, back to you. Trudy made cookies for Santa. One of them looks exactly like him. And what were the other three?
Other three?
Yeah, there were 4 cookies in toter.
In
What
toter?
were the other 3? Yeah.
there was the Santa one. There was a stocking.
No.
Oh. Okay.
No.
All right, Sam.
Okay.
I know there was a snowman because it had a weird looking face on it.
Yes, there was a snowman.
And I believe that's the one he took.
Yeah.
But oh God, I don't know what the other 2 are. A gingerbread man?
No.
No, dang it.
Christmas
a
tree.
reindeer.
There was a Christmas tree.
Okay.
And there was a reindeer. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Sam gets a third of a point.
A third of a point. I got
Third of a
0.33.
point. Okay. All right. Sam, this is your question.
All right.
While Santa is lounging in the massage chair, 2 animal statues can be seen behind him. What are they?
I want to say there's an owl and a deer.
No. Sean.
Oh, animal statues. This woman's crazy. I don't know. A tiger and a kangaroo.
You're close.
Oh.
Really?
It was 2 lions.
2 lions.
2 lions. Oh. Oh, dang it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Last question.
Sean, you got to get 0.33.
The whole ball of wax here. All right. Is this Sam's question?
I think it's Sophie.
Mine.
That's right. Sean's question. All right. After they remove a nutcracker from the shelf to torture Jason. I keep calling him Jason. Is that his name?
I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Whatever his name is. The dad. How many nutcrackers are left on the shelf?
Oh, jeez. I don't know. 6.
Sam.
Dang. 5. Dang it.
3.
So I have an interesting factoid about this.
Okay.
If you watch the movie again in the future, the very first time we see the shelves or the mantle of nutcrackers, there are 17.
Holy crap.
It's a big fireplace.
The next time we see it, which is still before they pull the thing off, there's only 11. So somewhere a few went missing. And then after he takes the one down to chomp his finger with, there's 10 left on the mantle.
10. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's a little continuity error there somewhere, I think.
Yeah. I would say so.
But this movie did give us a whole new meaning to nutcracker.
Yeah.
Because we almost saw the real thing there.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Let's see. I'm looking under goofs on IMDb. It is funny where it's just shortly after the dad, Jason. Yeah, Jason, you're right. Has his finger broken in the nutcracker. His hand appears to be fine for the remainder of the film.
Yeah. Which honestly, I mean, one of those little wooden nutcrackers, especially a small one like that, it would really hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would smash your finger. But I don't
know if it'd be able to break bone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hollywood myth. A candle's light is not hot enough to properly disinfect any piece of metal, but will rather deposit some soot on it. Okay.
Okay. Really? Interesting.
The eye of the makeshift needle is way too large to go through skin, making the stitching absolutely impossible to achieve.
That's why you use a ornament hook.
Yeah. Which seems awful. Santa throws his hammer directly at bad guys with no effective gravity.
That's why it's Mjolnir.
It's Mjolnir. That's right. It's meow meow. Let's see. The automatic gun that the mum tries to fire despite an empty magazine and chamber should not be clicking several times. Okay. All right. That's fine. whatever. Ooh, plot holes. There's a bunch of plot holes. Oh man, I'm not going to go through all this stuff, but there's a whole bunch of the plot holes. Yeah, the trained military soldier does not see or hear a grandmother walking directly to his left in the snow and lets her shoot him at gunpoint. Yeah, that's one of those things. It's one of those things that because it's right off camera, you don't hear it or make whatever, like remember in GoldenEye, there's a helicopter that's 6 inches above the camera frame and you don't hear it. And then when it drops in the camera frame, it's loud and windy. Yeah, it's the same thing. Sam, you made a comment. Excuse me. You made the comment in our chat about the soundtrack was cracking you up.
Yes, I love this soundtrack.
The score to this film is so good because all the score is just, themes and variations of actual Christmas music.
And it's perfect.
It's all in minor, or most of it is. Like, there's a few happy, jolly songs, but I loved the Silent Night, the really slow minor version of Silent Night.
Yeah,
towards the end it was really awesome.
And we've seen this guy before. We saw him in Spirited last year. We saw him in Bullet Train, The King's Man. This guy has done work. Sam, he did The Man in the High Castle.
Yep.
So this guy has done work that we've seen. He did Freebirds. Dragon's Gift of the Night Fury was his first project. So he's done some work. So that's cool. I like what he did. I really do. I thought it was really fun and clever. Let's see what his upcoming projects are. The Fall Guy.
Oh, that's that new Emily Blunt and
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that looks interesting. Yeah. All right. Time for the movie for this. Wait, no. Where is it? Wait, how did I get this messed up? Hold on. My what have I done here?
Show notes.
You're an idiot!
Yeah, I know, but like I somehow misplaced the thing, the clip that I play for when we do the score. Where the hell did it go?
Insert it right here.
I can't find it. This is so weird.
Is this the Daniel Radcliffe?
Yeah, it's the
Wait,
hey,
what's supposed
to happen?
Yeah,
that one?
Hey, what's supposed to? Yeah, I don't have it anymore. Did I delete it by accident? That's so weird. Okay, well instead I'll play this.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
It's our old top 3 one, but I can't find it. I'll have to go digging for it. That's so weird that I lost that. All right, what Andrew, what's your score from 0 to 10?
Well, like you said earlier, IMDb is at 6.7 out of 10. I am going to go a little higher. I like this movie a lot, and I think I'll watch it at least every year. I don't know that I'll watch it more than that because it's a long movie.
Yeah, if they would have just cut some for time, it'd be perfect. It really would.
I think that would have made the movie a lot better. If this were an hour and a half, hour and 20-minute movie, that'd be right on it. So I'm going to say, because of that, I'm going to go just above. I'm going to go like 6.9 just because it's fun. And it's Christmas.
Okay. Sam.
I'm kind of with Andrew. I had a lot of fun with this. I laughed. I saw things I hadn't seen before. Man, if they could have cut 20 minutes out of it, I think it would have been perfect. But I'm going to give it a 7.28 out of 10.
Okay. By the way, that was the longest I've ever held a sneeze. Like, that hurt. Because I was trying to get my hand around to get to the mute button. Like, when that sneeze gets into your mouth, it's like you have to release it or you die. And I'm just trying to hold on as long as I can. I basically look like what your Santa Claus looks like there, Sam.
Yeah.
Just now. And also weird on my score sheet, I don't have our score for Across the Universe, or Across the Spider-Verse.
Uh-oh.
I don't have a score for it. I know it was super high.
Yeah.
But I don't have what I wrote down for it. That's so weird. I don't remember. I'm just gonna give it all 9s because we loved it. I don't remember what it was. That's so frustrating. I guess I can go back and listen. Who wants to do that?
No one listens to their own podcast. Come on.
I like this movie a lot. I'm giving it a 7.5. This is a fun movie. It really is. I had a good time with it, and I probably will watch it next year. I mean, I think I will. And it's fun because Sam, you missed the conversation that Andrew had and I had last week. When we did Jingle All the Way, we spent a good 20 minutes just talking about Christmas movies that we like,
Yeah.
And some of our new some new ones that we've discovered, like Klaus, that's on Netflix, the animated movie. That's a new favorite of mine.
Good one.
I love that movie so much, and it makes me cry at the end. So is this going to be added to in Spirited? We like Spirited, so we're going to start watching Spirited every year because we really like it, and the kids like the music. We let the kids watch it with us this time, and yeah, there's a little bit of language in it, but it's not too bad. And
yeah,
of course, when Declan starts repeating the bit when Will Ferrell says "Kiss my Dickens, son," it's like, okay, all right, just don't say it in front of your teacher at school. So, all right. Well, that's it. That's our show. Anything else? I guess. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sticking with us through 2023. It was a weird year, but it was. But we're glad to have you, and we really appreciate you listening and hanging out with us. So, yeah, thanks a lot. So, and Andrew and Sam, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and
same to you, bud.
Yep.
And yeah, it's been an interesting year, and I'll probably do a recap of the rankings and stuff. I think I've done that before. At least I have it here on my spreadsheet of 2023, what we liked, what we didn't like. I think it's fair to say that Across the Spider-Verse was our favorite movie of the year that we reviewed. I don't think that's too. No, that's not true. It isn't. No,
yeah,
we got a couple of Indiana Jones movies that are a little bit higher.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah. Again, thank you, everybody. Go support us if you can. Go to our YouTube page, like and subscribe there. Just go to our website, cheapseatreviews.libsyn.com, where you can find links to all of our things. You could still, it's probably too late for Christmas, but you could, go buy a t-shirt or a hoodie or something and support us financially, which would be fantastic also. And here's a teaser. I don't know if I'm going to do this or not, but I might. I have a little side project that I've been working on. Sam and Andrew have
got it.
Well, Andrew has listened to it. Sam's going to listen to it. I'm not worried about it. I got a little side project that I'm working on, and I might put it in the main feed for episode 1 to get some listener feedback. See what you guys think. So we'll see how it goes. It's I'm marrying 2 of my favorite things. So we'll see how it goes with that. But that's it. That's the show. Thank you all so much for listening. So again, on behalf of Andrew and Sam, this is Sean saying thank you all so much for listening. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you in 2024 with some really fun stuff.
This is Cheapseat Reviews.